Hello, my lovely wishes. It's Holly. Welcome to Dandelion Stitches. Welcome if you're new, welcome if you're not. Super happy to have you. And if you're one of my new subscribers, welcome. Welcome to this lovely community of quilters and sewers and people who are all about positivity and wanting to have a safe place to be on the internet where we don't do drama. And I let me start out with that. I don't mean to start on a bad note, but it is really a priority for me that this channel, this YouTube channel, be a positive place. So I've started, if you leave me a unkind comment, and it isn't, if you're just saying, I wish you did this differently, or I have a question about this, or that's fine. But if you say, not one time did you ever in this, I put, and it becomes this like rant of negativity, I'm just going to delete you. I won't block you unless you really, unless you really twist my knickers. But I will just delete it, because for one thing, I don't, first of all, I don't want that here on my channel. Second of all, my core OGs tend to want to rush to my rescue and say, you know, that was mean, and I just don't, which, thank you. That's so sweet. But I don't want that. I don't want the negativity. I don't want the arguing. I don't want the fighting. I don't want, if you don't like it, just, there's plenty more. There's plenty more. So, if you're just looking for a place that's calm and beautiful and positive and a little quirky, well, maybe a lot quirky, stay, be with us, be our friends. But if you're looking for a place to be picky and nasty, and this isn't it. So there, that's out of the way. Today we're going to do a tutorial. It's a pretty quick one. It's a real short one. It's this little Petit. I have many of them. I use them for many things. This one happens to have all of my binder clips in them, and it holds a lot of stuff. It's a great little basket, and it's also a great little basket to like fill up with stuff if you're going to give somebody a gift, or it's neat. So, and it's free. It's a free pattern on by Annie. This is it, Petit baskets. So, nope, lost it. Let's do the tutorial. All right, we're starting as always with what we need to make this little basket. So the pattern is online. It's at by Annie. It's called Petit baskets, and you can just download it and print it off. It's free, so cool with that. Let's move that over. It gives all the cutting instructions and everything on the pattern, but we're gonna go through it. So the basket body needs to be 9 inches by 10 inches, so that's what that is. The lining is 10 by 10. And then the soft and stable is 10 by 11. You're also going to need a marking object. There's a lot of marking in this just so that you get the squares correct. So this is a big deal. Obviously you need a cutter and a measurer and some little clippy things here. It doesn't call for this, but I use my 505 to attach to the soft and stable just so that everything stays stuck, but it's not imperative. You can pin it down. You can go rogue. I mean, it's completely up to you. Stiletto with by Annie patterns. A stiletto is always a fabulous thing. And I think last of all is I chose, trying to find a piece of fabric here. I chose this thread to go with it. This is Orfil 4093. So that is, I believe, everything that we're going to need to create that little basket. So the first thing it tells us to do is to put the exterior fabric, the one that we cut 10 by 10, and put it on top of the soft and stable. So I'm just going to give it a little, just a little hit of 505. No big deal. It's just going to kind of keep it in one place. Now it suggests that we go to the machine and stitch all the way around. And I am going to do that. Even though I glued it down, I am still going to go ahead and make that seam. Okay, so now we're just going to trim off that excess soft and stable. Okay, so now, sorry, allergies, my nose. We're going to do the marking. And I kind of have to concentrate when I do this because, first of all, it's math. And this marking is important. It gives the bag a place to bend and creates the sides. So we're looking at the pattern here. And we're basically going to line 2.5 inches on all 4 sides. Okay, so we have got all the marking done. 2.5, 2.5. So now we're going to stitch along the marked lines to kind of give it a, it's like creating memory. When we stitch into the soft and stable, it kind of remembers what to do. Okay, so now I'm just gonna run the iron over it just to get the line off, especially since some of my sewing was line adjacent, not necessarily 100% on the line. So there we go. That is good. And let's see what page 2 has to say. All right, so we are going to clip out some sides here. Each side of the 9-inch side, so this side and this side. So I do this because I'm forgetful. This would be the 10-inch side, yes. So the 9-inch side of the basket, stitch a rectangle in the center side section, sewing 1/4 inch away from the previous line. Oh, okay, all right. I don't think I ever did that before, but we'll go back. So I'm gonna go to the machine and I'm just gonna stitch in here and then we're gonna trim that away. Alrighty, so as you can see, I stitched a 1/4 inch or something kind of like a 1/4 inch in there, and now we're going to trim. Cut just outside the stitched line to remove the rectangles on each side of the basket body. All right, so okay, so now we're going to fold it in half this way. And we're gonna stick some binder clips in here. Oh no, now it's George Jetson. Together, fold, just want to make sure I'm doing this right. With 1/2 inch seams. Okay. Okay, now we want to press these little dudes open. So I am going to, you can't see any of this, can you? I'm such a, there we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna do it this way. A tailor's ham would be super helpful. I do not have one of those. Flip it on over. All right, I hit that thing every time. So now we're going to do this. And stitch across these. See, we're here. Bring the raw edges together on each side with a 1/4 inch seam. Make up your mind. Back stitching at each end. All right. I don't really think you need to see this part. Okay, so now we're going to turn it right sides out. Push out those corners. And look at that. You got a outside. I cut off this piece of top stitching, and I am going to go back and redo that because it's easier when it's all sewn on. So, but right now, I'm going to go have lunch. Cute little bit of basketness. So now we have the lining, and we're going to go ahead and mark the lining just like we did the outside. Get some room here. But this time, we're going to do 3 1/4 across the top and the bottom, and 2 1/4 on the sides. Make sure that I'm telling you the truth. Yes. Okay. So, just light her up. I'm crazy about measuring, like measured 100 times first and then cut or mark. I am just always afraid that I'm gonna mess something up. And well, because I have messed things up. But then who hasn't, right? Okay. 2, you'd think I never made these before, but my brain tends to dump what I don't need and hang on to lots of stuff I don't need. But actually it dumps the stuff I do need and hangs on to the junk. Okay, 2 1/4, 2 1/4. Now we're gonna do 3 1/4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, quarter, yes. And yeah, I'm sure there's probably a easier way to do it, but go with what you know. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now on the, so now we have, wait, we're 3 1/4 on the top, 2 1/4s are on this side, 3 1/4, 2 1/4. All right, so being careful to cut only the center sections in each side, cut on the lines to remove the rectangles on each side of the basket here. Hopefully when I edit, I will speed that up because that was like watching grass grow. All right, so now we're going to do the same thing that we did with the basket, where we're going to bring her up, right sides together. Okay, I'm showing you this not because I don't think you know how to sew a really simple seam, but to remind that these 2 side seams are the 1/2 inch seams, not 1/4 inch. To press them open. All right, and then just like we did with the other one, we're gonna sew together these end parts, and this is gonna be a 1/4 inch seam. Probably should have showed you me. See, it's the, when we've got this, and we've just done these, and so now we're going to bring the seam to the center, just like we did the other ones. But sometimes it's good to have a visual. Front of everything. Okay, so we've got our little outside, and we have our lining. So we're just going to slip the outside in to the lining and match up our seams. Seams. Put their seam. That's probably good. Okay, and then we are going to stitch all around the top edge, leaving a space that it can be turned right side out. Oh, I was supposed to leave that down here. Yeah, okay. We're just gonna back up a minute. I didn't read the instructions. I was supposed to have left that part to turn it down here in the lining seam, and I didn't. So this is what happens when you make a mistake and you need to go back and fix it. You get out Jack. Get him in there. Get a little seam open here for turning. Okay, yeah, that should do it. All right, so now I'm going to go to the machine and I'm going to stitch all the way around the top and making sure that it is, yes, it is a 1/4 inch seam, and I will be right back. Okay, I've already started, but it just occurred to me that this is a pain. And maybe showing you how I'm doing it might make it somewhat less of a pain for you. It's not big enough for you to be able to use your, you know, if I take the tray table off, there's a kind of a L. It's not big enough to use that. So you kind of have to just make the best of it. And I'm finding that if I sew it from the inside, I'm having better luck. This is going to be a sort of kind of 1/4 inch seam. Like most of the time it is, but sometimes. Okay, so we'll go back over where we have better space to see. Okay, so we've got the little hole that we left open to turn, and so we're going to turn. So you just kind of have to reach on in there and pull some of it through and then just wrestle it out. birthing a baby. Here you go. Okay. So now I'm going to go, is that? Okay, yeah, this is possibly the worst tutorial I've ever done. I did not go back and iron. Can you see the marking line? Yeah, after you get to the part where you cut out the corners, those side pieces, you go back and iron off your markings. Luckily, in this case, they barely show. But this is a learn by my mistakes. As I said, don't do that. Iron off your lines. And hopefully I will put something in the edit that tells you to do it in the right spot. Okay, I'm just gonna go and stitch that and I'll be right back. Okay, so that is done. And this is a cute color combination. I really like this one. And you're gonna just kind of push it into the corners. Kind of, you know, I wonder if, I don't think I've ever pressed one before, but you just sort of have to work it with your fingers a little bit, and you're going to find that the lining sticks up, and it sticks up like a 1/4 of an inch, and that's there's soft and stable underneath that 1/4 of an inch, so that's what is going to hold it up. And I kind of spend a little bit of time here making everything as straight as possible. Okay. I think, yep. Now, it does say press. So let's go ahead and see what happens if I have always, if you look at this one, you kind of can see there's a little seam right there. I have always gone back and put a seam in there, but I'm not always super tickled by the way that it looks when I do that. So maybe we'll just try pressing it a little bit and see if I feel any differently. Oops, every time. This should also take out the markings that I left in. I think I'm happy with that. I think it's an option. If you feel like you want there to be a line stitched here to kind of give that top part some definition, you go ahead and do that. But I think I'm going to leave this one just the way that it is. I think that looks really cute. Okay. We did it. Despite my brain checking in and out as we worked, we did it. And I'm really happy with it. I think it's just super cute. And I don't know exactly what it's, well, maybe, I don't know, but I'm going to find something to do with it because I think it's super cute. So people have asked me whether or not there is another product that would work, that they might have readily available, that is not soft and stable to make it stand up this way, and I don't think so. There might be somebody out there on the internet that knows of, but I don't think so. The company Bosal, I believe that's it is either the product or company, I think it's the company, makes a similar product, but it's the same deal. You know, you're going to have to order it in. I don't know if maybe Joann's has something similar, but I do know that it needs to be the foam. Otherwise, it's just going to, you know, batting, it'll just fall in on itself, and it won't be as cute and usable as it is with Soft and Stable. And I love Soft and Stable. I've been using it for ages. Annie has not done us wrong. It's a good stuff. So that is that. One quick thing. I've been going over entries for Kelly's giveaway. If you do not know what's going on with Kelly's giveaway, watch the video before this one. We're doing a giveaway, and one of our wishes is basically donating everything that's being given away. I'm going to add some stuff in, but anyway, I've been going through all of the entries, giving everybody a number, and it is overwhelmingly that I spoke yesterday about learning how to do shorts, and nobody wants a short. Boy, there were a lot of people that said, please don't do shorts. Please don't do shorts. So, okay, I won't. Because it's just one more thing I need to learn how to figure out how to do. And if you don't like them, then why would I do them? So, no shorts. That was easy. So I think that's it for today. I have a fabric haul coming up. And we still have yet to do the golden rotary cutter. So if people don't know, I have a syndrome that makes my brain fog in and out. And today it is just crazy. It makes my hands shake and my legs shake, and it also makes me struggle for words. And today it is on high alert. It is, boy, but could be worse. So anyway, be well, be safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.